In the sweltering summer of 1518, the bustling city of Strasbourg, located in what is now modern-day France, was about to experience something utterly surreal. The cobblestone streets of Strasbourg were usually filled with the humdrum of daily life. Merchants peddled their wares, children played in the alleyways, and the townsfolk went about their business. But on one fateful July day, an inexplicable phenomenon took hold, turning the city into a stage for a bizarre and tragic dance. It began with a single woman named Frau Trophia. Without warning or apparent reason, she stepped into the street and began to dance. Her movements were neither joyous nor celebratory, they were frantic, as if driven by an unseen force. She twirled and spun, her face contorted in a mix of anguish and exhaustion. Onlookers watched in astonishment, their curiosity quickly turning to concern as the hours passed and Frau Trophia showed no signs of stopping. By the second day, a crowd had gathered, whispering theories and superstitions. Was she possessed? Was it a curse? Despite their best efforts, they could not pull her from the grip of this relentless dance. As the days wore on, more people began to join her, seemingly caught up in the same mysterious compulsion. Within a week, dozens of men, women, and children were dancing uncontrollably in the streets. The town's leaders and physicians were baffled. They called it the dancing plague and struggled to find a solution. Some believed the dancers were suffering from overheated blood and prescribed more dancing as a cure, hoping they would eventually collapse from exhaustion and recover. Musicians were brought in to play lively tunes, and a makeshift stage was erected, but this only seemed to attract more victims. As the sun blazed overhead and days turned into weeks, the situation grew dire. The dancers' feet were bloodied and blistered, their bodies emaciated from lack of food and rest. They danced until they could no longer stand, collapsing only to rise again when they had the strength. Some succumbed to exhaustion, while others perished from heart attacks or strokes. Desperation hung thick in the air as the town's leaders sought answers from the church. A procession was organized to a nearby shrine, hoping divine intervention might halt the plague. Miraculously, as the prayers and hymns filled the air, the dancers began to slow, their frenzied movements becoming sluggish until they finally ceased. It was as if a spell had been broken. In the aftermath, the people of Strasbourg were left to ponder the cause of this strange and deadly phenomenon. Some blamed Ergot, a toxic mold that could grow on damp rye and induce hallucinations and convulsions. Others believed it was a mass psychogenic illness, a collective response to the stress and hardship of their times. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most perplexing mysteries. To this day, scholars and historians continue to debate its origins, but the story serves as a haunting reminder of the thin line between normalcy and chaos. In a time when science and superstition were often indistinguishable, the townsfolk of Strasbourg were left to grapple with an enigma that turned their world into a dance of death. Thanks for joining us on this wild historical ride. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And let us know in the comments, what do you think caused the dancing plague? We'd love to hear your theories. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of history.